Hello, YouTube. We're gonna do something new today. Um, I know that you can buy a automatic dog watering bowl, but I decided to go ahead and make my own. I noticed there's a couple videos already out there, but this is my take and how I want to see it done. Um, so I went ahead and decided to. What I had is I had this bowl here extra. I broke the actual attachment that goes on top of it. I kind of leaned on it and kind of busted it. So um, I was wanting to fix it and make it where I could use it again. Um, but they have these automatic shutoffs, for water level, basically a water float, shut off. Water comes in right there, float comes up because of the water level, shuts off the water. And there's two different types. This is one I was able to get, like stateside here from eBay. Um, it's had has a quarter inch port on it there. I'm not sure what size threads it is. Um, they also have these ones that you can get from China for really cheap. I think I got like $3 for that guy. Um, but here's the deal. And then what you do is you can adapt it to fit like a hose fitting. There's an adapter there. And then I got a splitter, and also some shutoffs. Um, the biggest thing here I want to explain is a water pressure regulator. Okay, this knocks it down from like 80 to, you know, 50 or 40 or 50 psi. Makes it makes it where they don't wear out the seals on these, and just makes it more reliable overall. I don't want to, leave my house and come back with it flooded. So I figure I kind of wanted some kind of control, some kind of a way that I don't have to worry about things like that. And I know that if it's over time, as long as everything works right, if over time, if I knock that pressure down and keep it down, then I don't have to worry about such a problem is easy. Again, I'm gonna have shutoffs. Again, we're gonna have the shutoffs here, so in line with it. I also have a splitter. My idea is I'm gonna actually do one of these for inside the kitchen, where my washroom is. What I'm actually going to do is take that and come off the back of the washer, um, run the water line uh, around like halfway around the room in my washroom, and then we're gonna go through the wall and come out into the kitchen, and then that's where I'm gonna have the bowl. Um, and then I'm gonna run a splitter off this water line, okay, which I got a big roll of it. There's just something to show you what I'm using. But I'm gonna come off that water line um, with a splitter. See, I want to use this to split it on the back of the washer. We're gonna use this, come off that, and then we're gonna use that. Um, then we'll have the water and the shut off. Then you'll have your float. Um, what I want to do is it'll be after this, you'll have a splitter. Then I'll have two shutoffs on the splitter, and then I'm gonna go and take a pool, um, like a one you get from like Dollar General or something like that. Well, here in Oklahoma, it gets kind of warm in the summer, and I got two dogs. I got three dogs. I mean, three dogs and a cat, which I'm going to show you here in a little bit. Um, and whenever I let them out in the summer, I want to make sure they have water outside, and they can go get in if they wanted to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use one of these floats for that, and I'm just going to come off of this assembly here and supply the water to that too. Now, I've heard you can get some of these things for like 15 or $16, and I probably got about that wrapped up into this. But the thing is everything that I got wrapped up in this is all stuff that you'd have to have for those. Um, you'd still have to have, connect. You'd have to have this, okay, to connect the water for one of those other bowls. You still have to have a water line, okay, and you'd use a bigger water line for that, okay. You'd probably still want to put a regulator on it. So the only thing that I got extra wrapped up is this, okay. This one was $5. This one was $3. I just got to wait longer. So everything that only price difference is on what I'd be buying one online, or if I was doing this, what I'm fixing to do, is, that. So I'm actually kind of getting it cheaper. I mean, I'm spending the money on the stuff to route it versus spending just the money on the one product. But we'll get started here in a minute on this gauge. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to take and put a hole. Now I don't want to put a hole on the direct backside because the backside is going to fit against the wall. So what I'm going to do is I'll put a hole on, I want to say like right in here. Okay. I would put it about midway, put it about midway from the top to the bottom. That float will adjust up or down to shut off. So I'll figure about midway, and then we can adjust it once we get it in there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and drill it out because it's gonna be two hands on camera is gonna be kind of hard. I'll go ahead and drill it out and show you the finished product once I get it screwed in there. You gotta, just so you know, there's a seal on there, a little silicone seal. We'll put it in there, and then it has just a little nut here. Once you get it in place, and I think it'll be really easy here. It'll probably take me 5 minutes to put it in. All right, I'm gonna drill it out and show you the product after it's done. Okay, well that's what it looks like once it's in place. Now I put it in there, but it seems like it's a little tight. Probably put maybe a little low, but I kind of want it at a lower point. If it starts spraying, it's better for if this thing sprays out and starts spewing from that where it comes out at. It's better for it to spray down low at the water level or under the water level than it is to be spraying over the top of the water level and spray out of the assembly. So I kind of wanted it set at low, set the inlet part low. Now, so this is going to be adjusted. If you look right there, there's a screw, and you see this little white tab on this side. It's a little white tab. If you look on this side, just a little snap. It just pushes on through, just like that. So you just grab that. So it drops. Now watch out. I don't know. I imagine there's stuff in there that'll fall out. So don't mess around with it too much because I imagine your seals and everything will come out of there. But from there, you just take a Phillips head screwdriver, adjust your level, which I imagine I'm going to adjust it a couple of times because I got to make it where it'll come on first. And then once I get water in it, I'll have to adjust it again. I imagine it'll probably do the same. I'm going to adjust this and we'll come back. Okay, now it looks like we're getting somewhere. See how high it comes up? I know there's water stains, but this thing's older, and it's one of the reasons why I wanted to use it because it's something I can recycle. So, but see there, don't come up that high. So I imagine I might have to adjust it again, but no big deal. It just pops off, and it gets really easy to get to. However, these ones I cannot just pop out with my finger. The China ones I cannot just pop out with my finger. You might use a pair of pliers or something to pop it loose, or you might even break it. But right there's the adjustment. You may have to just, if it was a China one that you're going to use, because I'm going to use it for the pool, so Um, yeah, so you have to adjust that one. But anyway, we'll next thing I'll be showing you is connecting the water to the oh oh yeah. Let's go ahead and connect this here. But for this just plugs in the back. That little post there, just a 1/4 inch plastic water line connector. So you should put just an angle on it. There you go. It's on there. And it'll move around for you. But that's why I wanted to not put it directly on the back. But see how it's like I put it on the square pointed of it. So now I can be, against the wall without breaking it. I get, all right. Thank you very much. We'll go to the next deal here then. Thing I want to go over here real quick, okay? Gotta have a hose seal for this. But now, not all splitters for hoses are the same. A lot of them, 90%, probably 80% of them out there are too cheap to be doing this with. The things that I look for, I like metal ones, okay? This one's brass, I kind of trust them more just for that fact. It's not pot metal. But now I've seen some brass ones that I wouldn't have used either, and I'm gonna go over that and the reason why. Now I like the fact it's got shutoffs, so I can hook this up to the valve on the wall, and this one can go to the washing machine, and this one can go for my outlet for my setup. Okay. The biggest thing that I want to show you is this right here. See the inner flange? Okay. Some of them have like a less than 1/8 of an inch of a flange. It's gonna leak. It's not even going to seal up when you go to try to use it. There's nothing you're going to be able to do to make it seal up. You got to get something with a good flange on that thing so that it will seal. If you don't do that, you just don't even do it. Don't even buy it. Don't even bother with it, unless you're going to get something with a good flange on it. I paid, I think, $15 for this thing just to get a flange that would seal. But I've seen plastic ones, but plastic, you got bursting and stuff like that. And you got to think that these things are mostly made for, outside, where then nobody cares if it leaks. And we're trying to do something that's real permanent. So you gotta take your, you gotta do your quality checks over something that's got a low quality check system. Does that make sense? So that's kind of what I'm saying with that. Whenever you can go get plastic. You can get plastic stuff all day, but this right here has a higher quality check than something like this that is made for just a general use water hose. So you got to use your own quality checks to make sure that it'll work. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, but the main thing is, good material. That flange. If you get a plastic one with a good flange, then more power to you if you want to trust it. I like brass, just for that joint. All right, thank you. And now, see, something like this has got a higher quality check because this is made for using it on a RV. So that's the high. I'm using plastic there, but see how thick that plastic is. It's made for to stay sealed, for long periods of time without bursting. But I know a lot of those splitters are not. Anyway, but that is for an RV. And you see what it says? It says, was it 40 to 50 psi? But that'll knock our pressure down, so we don't have such a high pressure on the system, for something like this. All right. Now, just so you know, it is not enough to just slow down the water valve. Your pressure, okay, is going to really come into play when you got your water turned off on this, okay? When the water's off, when this thing is pulled up and shut off, that's when your pressure builds, okay? That's why we're worried about doing this. you can turn your valve down, okay, to slow water flow down, like the continuous flow, like your gallons per minute. But that doesn't have anything to do with your PSI once it's cycled off. And that's what I'm more worried about on this than just, continuous flow. So don't get those confused. Don't get your PSIs and your gallons per minute mixed up. You need to have a lower pressure on this, not just a lower flow. All right, thank you. So this is the back side of my washer, where the valve mounts on the wall. Oklahoma code says that cold water is always on the right. So that right faucet there, we're gonna mount our two-way there, and then come off of that, and I will show you once I get that mounted. Okay. Now in my situation, it's gonna be easier for me to mount everything on the Y before I get started. But I wanted to show you this, how this is gonna go. Washer side's gonna go there. Then I got my regulator, pressure regulator, and then my adapter. This is going to the wall. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put my hose on this side. And then once it's done, it should mount like that on the wall. So, okay, there she is. I got her all hooked up there. The water's turned off on this side. No leaks. Looking good to go. Now for the pool side of this. This is probably the smallest pool you can get, like a Dollar General. I have a little dog. I have a couple little dogs here and one big dog. And the big dog really don't like water, but he likes to get his feet in it. So it's kind of the perfect size. But what we're going to do here is I want to put this probably about the midway point. I want to almost smother that joint where the water comes out at. I'm sorry. I almost want to smother that joint where the water comes out at. I think I want to put it like right here. I don't know, maybe right there. We'll probably put it right there. I think that's probably perfect right there in that spot. So we'll put our float right there. What do you guys think? So I'm going to drill it, set it, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we drilled our hoe. It took me, I had to take like a piece of wood and use it for a backer against this to start the drilling. And then I had to run a stepper bit. I'm using a stepper bit to do this. So, I'm using a stepper bit to do it. But then I also want to show you on these Chinese ones, you have to, there's a little tab. Let's see, where is it at here? There's a little tab there. You see that little tab in the threads? Well, it lines up with there's a washer, and the actual gasket itself has that tab on it. So you gotta line that tab up with those two things. I think I'm gonna have to mill some of that tab off too, so that because I don't want it tabbed here. I don't want to bother tabbing this. I mean, it won't tab right anyway. If it was harder plastic, I would say I'd probably try to take a file or something like that and file it right there, just a little nub, so that it would line up with this. But I think I'm gonna file this down so that the tab doesn't make anything. It won't cause a problem with sealing against this. I don't want a problem sealing on this. So I'll probably file that tab down a little bit and then mount it in here, which should be good to go. Yeah, looks good so far. Try to see here. I'm going to milled that tab down a little bit so that I can get that seal on there without being an issue. I want to line that up. Make sure that seal lines up with that tab. See, I just did it flush with that seal is all I was trying to do. You can do this or not do this upon, your own, decisions there. You have to take some responsibility on that. I don't necessarily recommend it to everybody. It's just my particular situation. I don't think that's going to help me much. If this, like I said, if it was harder plastic, I would have went ahead and left the tab in the filed a tab in the plastic. The plastic itself, being how the pool is just a cheap thing. I didn't want to bother with it. All right. Okay, so we got it on there, and we can adjust it here on the side, real easy. You don't have to worry about pulling it off like you do the other one. And then this one threads in. So what I would do is, I don't know if I would use plumber's tape. I'm personally going to use some TFE paste or some red paste, like some automotive style sealant on it. Not automotive thread sealant. Okay, do you understand? There's a difference. It's not TFE paste. It's not just silicone. It's more like thread locker, but it's not thread locker. It's a different type of stuff. All right. Well, battery's getting low here. I'll charge it and come back to this. Okay. Well, we got it finished here. As you can see, it's full of water and shut off. If you push this down, it fills. We have a little shut off right here. So you need to shut it off for whatever reason you can. I might adjust it down one more level, but it seems to be good right where it's at. Easy peasy. All right, thanks. Okay, well, I think I decided to go ahead and do a little bit of a giveaway here. I'm gonna go ahead and give away one of these floats. See if maybe I can get some more likes and some more people to subscribe. So what I want you to do is like and subscribe and comment, and I will give out one of these floats. Here, what's today's date? Pop up the calendar. I'll go ahead and give this out on the 20th, May 20th. I will give one out and ship it out. Precious, come here. This is my dog Precious. Come here, Precious. Come over here. Over here. This is Precious. Look, baby. There you go. Let's see her. Gage, come here. Let me show you Gator. Come here, Gage. Come over here, Precious. This is Gage. Gage. Say hi to everybody. Yeah, he's nervous. Anytime you say his name, he gets really nervous. But he's the watchdog. Gizmo, come here, buddy. Come here, Gizmo. Well, now see he wants attention now. Now I call for somebody else. He wants attention.
He's not getting up.
Come here, Gizmo. And this is Gizmo. Come here, buddy. That's Gizmo.
You just have to drag him.
You just have to drag him. He is a baby, and he's like a teddy bear. Okay? He goes wherever you put him. See, he just sits there and just wags his tail. He's like, get attention. I'm gonna get attention. Oh. Well, anyway, I just wanted to share my dogs with you guys. Thanks. Like I said, like and subscribe, and we'll give away one of these floats here, float valves, and I know it's something cheap, but maybe you can think of a project to use it on. And, I'm just going to share. Thanks. Bye. I'm going to show you guys one of the tricks my dog does. So, just watch this. Sissy Lala. Ooh, Sissy Lala. Pika Chika Boo Boo, Sissy Lala. Come on, Gizmo. Gizmo, you're Sissy Lala. You're a pansy Sissy Lala. Pansy Sissy Lala. Pika Chika Boo Boo, Sissy Lala. Sissy Lala. Sissy Lala. Sissy Lala. What? What, Sissy Lala? Huh? Are you done crying for me, baby? Oh, Sissy Lala, you done crying for Daddy? All right.